Hey y'all, it is the Blonde Broker here at ETHCC. We are in Belgium and I am joined by none other than Chi from ZettaBlock. How are you today?
Hey Aaron, nice meeting you. I'm Chi. I'm doing great. How about you?
Good. Is this your first time in Belgium? What do you think so far?
Well, every experience I have is great so far. Some of my friends say different things, but
Yeah,
so far so good.
There's been some things going on this week, but as far as the conference goes, were you able to attend any of it?
Well, I didn't go to the main venue. This is actually one thing I learned in the crypto industry. I most of the time go to the side events, but the side events are pretty high quality and a lot of fun topics. So
Yeah, we'll be joining y'all on some side events. I think this evening, maybe tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
But I'm happy you're here to do the interview. When did you get started in the crypto space?
So I officially got into the industry in early 2022, which is actually the end of the bull market last time, which is a very fun, like a period, because in Maine, apparently what happened is Luna, Terra, all
Yep.
those things, and then after that. But that was definitely a very interesting, period of time, and learned tons of things, especially when been through this bear market to like a bull market this time. It's very cool.
So you started right during we had the Lunatic collapse, then we had FTX.
Oh, yeah.
Like a few months later, so you kind of started right during the whole.
Yeah, that's why it's super wild, the experience that I never experienced in Web2 before, even though I have been monitoring or following the Bitcoin stuff and sometimes purchased something a few years ago, but never officially. But this time it's just the experience all those things firsthand.
So who is ZettaBlock? What is ZettaBlock?
Yeah. So ZettaBlock is actually a platform for trustless AI development. We allow developers to, process data, prepare the data in a AI-ready format, and that they can then use the datasets for model training, fine-tuning, or for model inference in the model lifecycle.
And when did the company get founded?
So we founded the company in February 2022. And again, when we started the company, funny thing is, actually we're a very generic platform. We're not necessarily focusing in crypto or, using blockchain as underlying technology for something. But gradually we actually find a lot of interesting use cases and a lot of customers reached out. So that's how we gradually be more focused on, using some decentralized or blockchain technologies underlying for the platform.
How many people are on the team?
What?
How many people are on the team?
So right now we have about 20 people.
Nice. And where is everyone based? All over?
Half of the team is based in the Bay Area, San Francisco,
Yeah.
California, and the rest of the team is very actually distributed globally. That is how crypto works. So some of the teams are based in Canada, China, India.
Do you guys all ever get together in one place?
Yeah, we had two offsite. So
That's so fun.
yeah.
When is the next event that you guys are going to be attending? Have you guys done any marketing?
We actually just get started. So we used to be more, because we had a lot of a B2B customer sales before. So we're usually just going to do the, more traditional way instead of being out and do a lot of marketing. But starting from this year, yes, because apparently our testnet launch is coming, and the mainnet launch will be, a few months later as well.
Can you touch on testnet launch or what you guys are doing to prepare? Because I
Yeah.
know that's a lot of work.
Yeah, definitely. So the testnet probably is, so DevNet first, probably in the next, 1 to 2 months is where we will launch the DevNet and the testnet internally to run some of the nodes and all the stuff. So, but basically, for the testnet, at the time, we will then gradually allow people to join as what we call the worker nodes with their GPU to be able to run the model and or just deploy the model for some use cases. And also now actually we have a lot of community developers or enterprise developers have already used our platform to prepare the data sets and build data sets on top of us. Till now, we have over 200,000 data sets slash APIs built on top of us already.
Oh, wow. So a lot of buzz lately has been around GPUs, and I just recently learned like what decentralized storage compute is and how important that is in the crypto scene. Yeah. Is it pretty competitive right now, that market?
That's a good question. I don't think so, especially compared to, let's say, the mainstream Web2 world. Overall, I would say like a GPU shortage has been a thing since like the beginning of the 2022, since the launch of GPT 3.5. So that's why a lot of people are trying to solve the GPU shortage in different ways. Decentralized GPU network is actually one of the things people are trying to put together. But I would say overall, there's still like more demand than the supply. Gradually, it's getting better, but still, I think the players and the vendors in the industry is still way less than in the future what people need. So I actually would love to see more people come into building in the AI space. And some of the, no matter it's like centralized AI or right now we're building something like a decentralized / trustless AI, I think those are all important things to build up from ground up.
Yeah, can we talk about AI for a second?
Sure.
So what has been, I guess, the most challenging aspect of AI for y'all? What's been fun? I want to hear it all.
Awesome. Yeah, so actually before diving into that, I'll share a little bit about my personal background and why this, it's interesting topics and interesting but challenging field that we really want to contribute. So personally, I actually was academially trained in the AI space because I did my PhD in machine learning from UC Berkeley.
Oh, wow.
So after that, actually, the first startup that I was a founding member at was a automated machine learning platform. That's basically, to people who know, it's basically similar to AWS SageMaker or DataRobot, which 6-7 years ago is pretty much the OpenAI platform before GenAI. So machine learning AI has been like existing for a long time, actually way longer than crypto, I would say. So that's why it's it's very exciting to see a few waves that really push the AI technology forward till right now. But after that OpenAI Auto ML platform, one thing I realized in the industry to adopt AI is to really block the adoption of AI is actually data infrastructure. So like the data, fragmentation, silos, and also like the data quality are all the real issues for people in business to adopt AI in their use cases and make it trustworthy to do things. So that's why actually after that I joined a company called DataBlock's, which is one of the largest data infra company in the Web2 to lead the product management of some data engineering products there. And then after that, fast forward is where ZettaBlock is building. So then with that background, I would say the challenges I observed in AI right now are coming from 3 different areas. And one I would say is apparently performance, like people still want AI to be even smarter, more intelligent, and be able to solve even more broader use case or domain specific tasks. So that's just one of the areas people really focus on. And another is apparently cost, right?
Yeah.
Cost is so expensive. That's also why a lot of decentralized GPU providers are trying to tackle this problem by provide cheaper GPU resources from community to the need to the developers who need this. So that's another area.
But that's also hard when there's not enough GPUs out there, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's another challenge area. But we see a lot of people trying to develop solutions for. And the third area is where I would say is about the trust issue of AI. So imagine, especially now, how people observed like the power of like Gen AI. There are going to be tons of billions of actual models or agents built on top of the foundation model or base models that we have today. And the world, probably majority of the, let's say, just assume 5-10 years later, every business process, every single of us will have some sort of like AI models, or AI agents that are, like running the process or assisting us. And in that case, how would you be able to really trust that the society and your life is pretty much either like being guided or at least like co-piloted by the AI, models. So in order to achieve that, I consider that the trust, like trustlessness of AI is super important for the massive adoption. And I would say the third area is where ZettaBlock is really focusing on. Yeah.
And you guys go into DevNet and testnet within the next month or two. Yeah. And then where do you go from there? What else is down the roadmap? It's going to be like user acquisition and...
Apparently. So once we have that, so now the good thing is we do have a lot of developers who are using ZettaBlock already for the data piece that we talked about. By the way, that is why I give some of the background history about, like what I observed in the industry. In order for us to actually tackle this trustless AI issue, one thing I do find that is very important, and that's why we spend the first 2 years build off, is actually the data infrastructure piece. It's basically like the secret of good AI is actually great data. So without like a good data infrastructure to be able to process the data for AI model training or like a usage inference, there's no way that you can, like really have a smooth AI process. But anyways, so we built that already, and we already have like a lot of engineers who are using this piece of the technology to, process the data, prepare the data. But then on top of that, now after the DevNet and testnet has been launched, we really wanted more AI developers being able to use those data sets, to fine-tune the model or inference the model right away after the data is prepared. Because right now, unfortunately, because we have not launched that, some of our customers have to, like bring the prepared data to another platform or, to another solutions to really do the model piece. But that has been requested by them for a long time. So we are very excited to launch that.
Are y'all going to go to any other conferences?
Yeah, so definitely Token 249, DevCon. We plan to, throw some very exciting events there.
Yeah.
So we'd love to,
we'll have to come.
Yeah, exactly.
And then where can everyone that's listening find you guys? Are y'all on X? And then what's the website?
Yeah, so we are, and I think the X handler is ZettaBlock HQ, and our website is just ZettaBlock.com.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate this interview so much, and we'll make sure that we go follow those links, and would love to come to the side events. And then I also hope you have a good rest of your ETHCC.
Thank you so much.
You too. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Hey, what's up?
This is
But
Zhang.
it's not something Genzio is afraid of.
If you want to survive, you got to build a
How many
hive.
of you know we do not understand that we do not work? Ladies and gentlemen,
We're back at the Genzio Media House.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining us today.